I never thought I'd find myself in a situation like this. It started out as just another normal day, hanging out at my best friend's place, playing video games, and talking about life. We'd been friends since high school, so his house felt like a second home to me. His mom, Mrs. Anderson, had always been kind, the type of woman who made sure we were fed, asked about our days, and treated us like family. But that day, something felt different. My friend had stepped out to run an errand, leaving me alone in the house with her. I was sitting on the couch, scrolling through my phone when she walked in, her expression unreadable. She sat down beside me, a little closer than usual. At first, I thought nothing of it. Maybe she just wanted to chat. But then she spoke, her voice softer than I had ever heard it before. "I need to ask you something," she said, hesitating for a moment. There was something in her eyes, something that made my stomach twist in anticipation. "And I need you to be honest with me." I nodded, feeling my heartbeat pick up. "Of course. What is it?" She sighed, running a hand through her hair. "It's not easy for me to say this, but I've been feeling lonely for a long time, and lately I've been thinking about something that involves you." My breath caught in my throat. The weight of her words hung in the air between us, thick with unspoken meaning. What was she about to ask? And more importantly, how was I supposed to respond? As I sat there, still trying to process her words, my mind raced through every possible scenario. Was this some kind of joke? A misunderstanding? Or was she really asking me for something I wasn't prepared to handle? Mrs. Carter had always been kind to me, treating me almost like a second son. But tonight, something about the way she spoke, the way her eyes lingered a little longer than usual, made it clear. This wasn't just another friendly conversation. I hesitated, shifting uncomfortably on the couch. "Mrs. Carter, I started, but she interrupted with a soft chuckle. "Please, call me Laura," she said, her voice smooth but unreadable. The way she said it sent a strange chill down my spine. This was my best friend's mom, someone I had known for years, someone who had always been a figure of warmth and familiarity. And yet, tonight, everything felt different. She leaned back, sipping from her wine glass, watching me with an expression I couldn't quite place. "You're not a kid anymore," she continued, her tone thoughtful. "You've grown into such a capable young man." I swallowed hard, my throat suddenly dry. Something about the moment felt too intense, too unfamiliar. But before I could respond, she set her glass down and leaned in just slightly, lowering her voice. "I just need someone to listen, to understand," she murmured. "Can you do that for me?" My heart pounded in my chest. This wasn't about what I had originally thought. But then, what was this about? I hesitated, my mind racing as I tried to understand what she truly meant. Her voice was calm, almost too calm, but there was something beneath it, something unspoken. I could feel the weight of her gaze, waiting for my response. My instincts told me to be careful, to not let the moment spiral into something I couldn't control. "Of course I can listen," I finally said, keeping my voice steady. A small smile crossed her lips, but it wasn't relief, it was something else. "Good," she said softly, "because there's something I need to tell you, and I don't know if anyone else will understand." Her words hung in the air, heavy with mystery. I braced myself, knowing that whatever she was about to say could change everything. She took a deep breath, her fingers lightly tracing the edge of her glass, as if choosing her words carefully. The silence stretched between us, thick with anticipation. My heart pounded, unsure whether I was ready for what she was about to reveal. "I've been holding this in for so long," she finally whispered, her voice trembling slightly. I never thought I'd say it out loud, but I can't keep pretending anymore." Her eyes met mine, searching for understanding, for reassurance. I swallowed hard, every nerve in my body on edge. What was she about to confess? A part of me wanted to stop her, to slow down whatever was happening, but another part, one I couldn't quite explain, needed to hear it. And then, just as she opened her mouth to speak, the door creaked. We both froze as the door creaked open, the dim hallway light spilling into the room. My pulse quickened. Had someone been listening? For a brief moment she looked just as startled as I felt. Then, as if regaining composure, she straightened, her expression unreadable. A shadow moved in the doorway. My mind raced with possibilities. Was it her son? Someone else? The weight of whatever she had been about to confess still hung between us, unfinished, leaving me suspended in uncertainty. Then a voice cut through the silence. "Is everything okay in here?" It was deep, cautious, laced with suspicion. My stomach tightened. The tension in the room skyrocketed. Whoever stood there wasn't just passing by. They had heard something. And now I realized this moment wasn't just between us anymore. She turned toward the door, her voice steady but careful. "Yes, everything's fine," but the tension in her posture betrayed her. The figure in the doorway hesitated before stepping forward, revealing my friend, his eyes scanning the room with suspicion. My heart pounded. His gaze flickered between us, confusion etched on his face. "I heard voices," he said slowly. I forced myself to stay calm, but the weight of the situation pressed down on me. She took a deep breath and, to my shock, said, "We were just talking about you." The room fell silent. My friend's expression shifted from doubt to intrigue. And then, just when I thought the moment had passed, he asked, "Then why do you both look so guilty?" I took a deep breath, searching for the right words. "It's nothing like that," I said, forcing a small laugh. "We were just reminiscing about old times." She nodded in agreement, her expression carefully neutral. My friend studied us for a moment longer, then let out a hesitant chuckle. "You both look so serious." The tension in the room eased, but a quiet understanding lingered between us. Some things were better left unsaid. As the night carried on, the conversation shifted to lighter topics, and soon the moment was nothing more than an unspoken memory. As I left, I glanced back once more. She met my eyes with a small, knowing smile. Some connections remain undefined, forever suspended in the space between what happened and what could have been.